Like, she completely went MIA, and I'm like, all right, did something happen? What's going on here? So, yeah, no idea.
All right, let's call her now. Good luck, Chase.
Hello?
Hi, is this Jill?
Yes.
Hi, Jill. Good morning. My name is Fred. I'm calling from the Fred Show, the morning radio show, and I have to tell you that we are on the radio right now, and I would need your permission to continue with the call. Can we chat for just a second? Would you mind?
Sure. I listen
I know.
to you guys.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I know it's kind of shocking, but if you listen, then you probably know about waiting by the phone. And believe it or not, you're on it. And this guy, Chase, reached out to us, said he met you, and you guys went out recently. Do you remember hanging out with him?
I do remember him.
Okay,
yes.
So what happened? Because he told us really about a successful date and that he liked you a lot, was hoping to see you again. But he believes that not only are you ignoring him now and ghosting him, but you've blocked him and unfollowed him and all these unmatched with him and all these different things. So is that true? I mean, what's happening?
Yeah, I mean, it was that is true. Yeah, we had a really great date. Like one of the best dates I've ever had. And yeah, honestly, I felt at the time like he was somebody that I could even, get really serious with. And after the date, I went to brunch with a friend of mine, a really good friend of mine, and I was talking about the date, and talking about Chase. And my friend asked to, of course, see the picture. And, looked at it a couple of times, zoomed in, but was really sure that he had matched with Chase on Grindr and that they had also been chatting, which was a bit of a surprise.
Okay, so your male friend wants to hear about your date, and yeah, I mean, I think when people first meet each other and get excited, your friends are like, "Well, let me see this person," get a visual. And this dude's like, "I know him. I've been chatting with him on Grindr, which is an app for." For gay people, right?
Okay, I mean, yes.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to like generalize. Is it? I mean, it's targeted for gay people, right? That's fair to say, isn't it? Yeah.
The LGBT qua.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to make sure I get the terminology correct here. I'm not trying to, Anyway,
yeah.
So that would be.
I think you got it.
That would be a detour from what you thought he was into, maybe.
Yeah. No. I mean, we all live in pretty close proximity, so it is entirely possible that it is 100% real. Chase never said anything about that, never said he was bi, never said he was on Grindr, on multiple apps.
Okay, so as far as you were concerned, Chase liked girls. Like Chase liked girls, he liked you, and that was your assumption. That was as much as you knew about his interests.
Yes.
All right.
And yeah, so I was very thrown.
Okay. Well, here to tell us what's really going on. I forgot to mention, I'm very forgetful. Chase is here, and bring him out, like Maury. Chase, what's going on? What's going? Is that you on Grindr too? Are you on various apps for various interests?
Okay. So yes, I'm on Grindr. And by the way, I have no problem saying that I'm on Grindr. What's the problem with that? I am bi-curious. No big deal. I do like women, and at times I experiment with men.
Okay.
I will likely marry a woman, so eventually I just like to kind of have fun. And so, what's the big deal? It's not really a problem, I don't think.
And so, Chase, you don't think that's something that I'm asking? I really don't know the etiquette or the answer, but you don't think that's something that she should know? Is, hey, just heads up, like I like a lot of different things, and so this could happen, this very thing.
After the first date, no. Maybe down the road it could come up, but I don't think right away, addressing that, I don't think it's a big deal. No.
Jason, as a sexy gay man on the show, do you believe that somebody who's bi-curious or bi or on multiple apps for different interests, do you believe that they should disclose? that they like different things?
I don't think they have to up front. I mean,
Okay.
if it comes up organically, they can. But I mean, it's not like if you go on a date, you're automatically like, I'm only straight and nothing
Right.
else.
No, that's valid.
You know what I mean?
No, that's valid. That's valid.
That's like awkward and not necessary.
But Jill, that's what you want? Like if he's on a quote unquote straight person app, then you want there to be like an asterisk that says like disclaimer, I also like male parts too. I mean, like, I don't know. I'm not making fun of you. Is that the expectation that someone should sit down and make it very clear what their interests are if it's not direct or if it's not obvious?
I mean, maybe not what parts you like, but...
Well, yeah, maybe you wouldn't say it the way I did, but, like another kind of way.
I mean, maybe my typical first date is different, but I mean, Chase and I talked about like what you're looking for, and I am not really looking for somebody who's experimenting right now. I'm looking to, hopefully be in a serious relationship with a man who likes women and has no more curiosity left in him is what I'm looking for. And that was what I assumed, clearly wrongly, that Chase was presenting. And for me to find out via my dear friend who was also chatting with him just really threw me for a loop. And
well, no, that is another complication. I didn't really even think about that. I mean, your friend, but maybe now you got to decide which one of you gets him.
Right. I'll be damned if me and Jason have to fight over a man.
Yeah.
Because I'm a win.
True.
And here you have it.
He's not wrong.
Wow.
Here you have it. I don't know, Kiki. Would you have an issue with a guy who you presumed to have a singular interest, and it turns out he has, a little bit more varied interest?
Yes. If you sit down with me, I need you to say, what is it, Jason?
Oh, I am straight, and I'm not. I am nothing else but straight. I am 100% straight. I only like women, and I will never look at any other being.
Hey, Jason, you're going to need to work on that. It's not convincing. It's not convincing at all.
I would like to meet that person.
I didn't believe you at all. I just want you to know.
If that was my Bumble profile, bio, would that be okay?
Yeah,
Don't believe me, right?
Yeah.
It's not believable.
No.
But yeah, no.
Yeah, you might want to take some classes over at Second City or something. I don't know. Just work on it.
Do your thing.
I do need that.
Be into it all. Like, if you want to do it all, do it all. So I think the new thing is maybe she should have asked him, hey, what all are you into?
Okay.
Let's start out
I
there.
will say, lately on these dating apps, you see, it seems more and more common you see, or you learn about after the fact, non-monogamy, married people, experimental people who are doing this and that, and I do kind of think it's like becoming a question to ask a stranger on a dating app, like, what exactly are the terms here?
Right.
Like, what are we actually doing? And I know that's unsexy, but it's like, yeah, I mean, I think it is important to know if someone's experimenting with things, and who's to say, I don't know. Maybe it's a time where that person is, I don't know. Chase, do you really believe that you're open to a relationship with a man or a woman? Do you believe that you are confident in making that choice, or are you still kind of figuring it out, which is also okay?
That's a great question. Ultimately, I do feel I'm going to marry a woman, as I sort of navigate life and see what I like and don't like. I do like trying things, truth be told. And so, anything could happen, honestly. And I did have a great date. We had a great date, so you can't, dismiss that, with Jill. It was fantastic. And I'm hoping to see her again. And maybe if it's more and something's there, then I can see myself getting really serious with her, and I wouldn't do the other stuff, honestly. But at the moment, I want to try.
Well, who did you like better, Jill or her friend?
That's a good question. I mean, he liked Jill.
No, it would definitely be Jill.
Right.
Okay.
I sliding down the wall with Jill.
Yeah, well, there was some wall sliding. And if there's wall sliding, then
you already know.
That's the choice. That is the choice you must make. But look, Jill, he sounds like a nice guy. It sounds like he's figuring things out, but he does like you. Would you give him another shot?
I don't think so. I just, and yeah, Chase, I did have a really nice time. But I do think we're at different places.